Anthony S. I'd love to know Dutch's opinion on Triple H in and out of the ring and how he's doing as the head of creative at WWE. Also, if he spent much time with him in his WWE run as a manager. P.S. Don't be too harsh on him, please, Dutch, as many seem to be. I really like Triple H. So, Triple H, but I'm going to be more specific here. Triple H as a wrestler, as a person, during the mid-90s run. So what did you think of Triple H during the Hunter Hearst Helmsley years?
Well, I always enjoyed being around him. He was always very, very nice to me because I think he was nice to the guys who had a history in wrestling. He respected that. And when we would go to Europe, he would I never heard the guy one time ever raise his voice to anybody. He was always soft-spoken, basically. And he wouldn't tell somebody, hey, this is what I want. He wouldn't be forceful with that. He would say, listen, this is what we got in mind. And then he'd lay it out, which is basically the best way to do it. And I think he's doing very well as the creative head. And that's a very, very important job because you're not thinking about 2 weeks or the next pay-per-view. You're thinking about the next year and possibly farther than that. You got to be, you're in the long game, not the short game. So I think he's doing very well. I liked him, and I think everybody else likes him too. And I never knew him of getting any backstage turmoil other than what Shawn Michaels probably engaged him in. But he was like always actually a pretty good guy.
With that being said, I know it's obvious. I know it's easy to say in 95, 96, or in hindsight. But I mean, Triple H was a lot smaller, because you get huge, bodybuilder physique afterwards. But he had a character. He was in the middle of the pack. He was built more like a swimmer than like a wrestler in the eyes of maybe Vince at the time. Could you have predicted heavyweight championship, face of the company, within 5 years at that point?
Oh, I could have.
Really?
Well, I saw how they were using him. Because if you have to, when did he marry Stephanie?
Well, in storyline, late 1999, but he started going out around earlier 2000.
Okay. Well, he became a member of the family, and Vince knew that Triple H was never going to go against him. He knew that Triple H would never take a trip down to Atlanta and go to WCW. He's just not going to do that. He's a member of the family, and they wanted to build as much stuff around him as they could because they know they got him, because he's not going anywhere. So whatever they do is not going to be lost because all of a sudden this other company comes up and offers him a lot of money. Hell, he was sitting on all the money in the world that he wanted, him and his wife. So why would he go anywhere? But could I see him having the title? Yes, I could, because they were building it to get there. And as well as anybody else, WWE, they take their time when they do this. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of time to sit back and study exactly what they're doing. And now I couldn't have guaranteed it, but I could see it.